Hi, let's go rhino hunting. That's what we'll talk about at lunch today. You don't have to go to Africa for it. I'm not proposing a safari, because I'm not proposing we hunt the people with big horns on their noses. I'm proposing we hunt RINOs, Republicans in name only. Aren't you sick and tired of voting conservative, voting Republican, giving them money, campaigning for them, supporting them, fighting for them, and then they walk right into Congress and vote like a Democrat? You know, I heard there's a joke in Washington that if the Democrats proposed to burn down the Capitol, the RINOs would say, phase it in over 5 years. Well, that's not my idea of an opposition. And we have a real chance to defeat one of the premier RINOs of the U.S. Senate, Dick Lugar, the senator from Indiana. Now, if you live in Indiana, of course, this will interest you. But if you don't, it should also interest you. Because, first of all, we need to be sure that we not only have a Republican majority in the Senate, but that we have a conservative majority within the Republican caucus in the Senate. And defeating Lugar will not only give us switch from a liberal vote to a conservative vote, it'll also send a signal to all of those long-term incumbent U.S. senators that they had better get with the program or be defeated in primary fights, because Lugar has been there for I think, 30 years, and he's an icon in Indiana, and if he loses, it's quite a signal that they're all vulnerable in primaries. Lugar voted for the DREAM Act. He voted for amnesty for illegal immigrants. He voted against banning earmarking. He still earmarks. That vote was cast 2 weeks ago. I mean, he still doesn't get it. He voted against term limits. I mean, obviously, it would be a little hypocritical to impose them now, so he'd have to leave before he's 90. And he voted in favor of the START treaty with Russia, where we literally gave everything away without asking anything in human rights or any other issue in return for that. He just simply can't be counted on to be a solid conservative. There's also another problem, which is he doesn't live in Indiana. He sold his house when he got elected to the Senate, and he stays in a hotel when he's there. Now, I'm really attracted to his opponent, Richard Murdoch, who's also a Republican. They're running in a primary in May. Murdoch, I first heard about, and Eileen and I wrote about him in, I think, in 2010, Take Back America. Remember when Obama went in and took over GM and subordinated the rights of the stockholders to the rights of the UAW? Well, Murdoch brought a lawsuit. He was the state treasurer of Indiana. He still is. And he said, I represent the pension funds in Indiana that own GM stock. And Obama is subordinating the claims of my pension holders to those of the union. And the lower court ruled against him, but the Supreme Court said that there was merit in his case, but that he lacked jurisdiction to pursue it. He didn't have standing because he didn't represent enough stockholders, I guess, or something like that. But it took real guts and imagination for him to do it. He's a reliable conservative. We'll be very proud of him. He'll be a senator in the same style as Marco Rubio and Rand Paul and Lee from Utah, Toomey from Pennsylvania, any of those really strong conservatives. So he needs money, because Lugar gets all the establishment money, and it doesn't matter if they're left or right, they give it to him because he's the incumbent. So it's richardmurdoch.com, M-O-U-R-D-O-C-K. It's pronounced like Rupert Murdoch, and he's no relation, and I didn't think he was Rupert. I knew he was Richard. But it's Richard, M-O-U-R-D-O-C-K.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Now, tonight, there's going to be the first Republican debate in 4 weeks, and it's going to be absolutely crucial. This is really, in a sense, Santorum's and Romney's final encounter, because if Santorum wins Michigan or Arizona, then he'll be a hot rival on Super Tuesday, and we have one other debate then that'll be significant. If, on the other hand, Romney wins both of those primaries, then while Santorum will go through the motions, I don't think he'll be able to compete in those states. And the other thing to watch is whether Gingrich in the debate can resurrect himself. Debating is his form. It's what brought him into the race. So we need to look how he's doing. So go to dickmorris.com while you're watching the debate and I'll be tweeting every 30 or 60 seconds my reaction as the debate unfolds. This is the 20th debate, believe it or not. And in the other 19, my tweets have been pretty accurate in predicting the outcome. And tomorrow for the Lunch Alert, we'll talk about who won the debate. Thanks a lot for watching.